total. A simple name in a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteers' offense will get first crack at it today. Crimson Tide dominated the last time they saw the Vols blowing out Tennessee.
Man, Reese, it was roll tide roll as soon as they got off the bus. David, they were bigger, they were stronger and faster, and it showed up on the scoreboard.
Oh, and Tennessee hasn't forgotten about it. You've had a year to stew on it and do something about it because you had a lot of mistakes a year ago.
Off the play fake on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Off play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football offense. Very lucky to get that football back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Vols will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. From midfield, looking for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Alabama's offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
In 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat. Get the first.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here is the Tennessee offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hold and finds his man on the left. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let him make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to him, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown time!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
And the Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's reeled in, it's Williams. He won't get there, it'll bring up 4th down. And the Vols send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Here comes that Alabama offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Paul.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop him.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Memphis. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
It's on target and complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Bama! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They told us they wanted to start fast. Doesn't get much quicker than a 24-0 lead early. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Punts it out of the air. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. Secures it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. On target. There he goes. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. It's complete to the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Vols come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Complete to the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Volunteers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Number 15, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. They'll immediately call timeout.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Let's it fly. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this.
He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Vols will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Finds his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his back in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's caught. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations. Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points. The tide is high and rolling as they try to send Rocky Top to rock bottom, and they've built a big lead.
And Alabama's simply been the more physical team in this game, and you're starting to see that exert itself here in the second half. They're pulling away, David. Tennessee's going to have to do something here, keep this thing close.
And the hard part for Tennessee is you got to stay positive. You got to believe you can win. This series hasn't always been in their favor, and they kind of know Bama's had their number of late, but they got to stay positive. They got to make something happen on this next drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over USC. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Here we go.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. If you consider the swing pass an extension of the running game, well, they shut down the run and the swing on that one.
No doubt. Locked them down. Great job seeing it right away. Eyes on the running back. As soon as they threw it, multiple guys breaking on the football, getting to him, not letting him do any damage after the catch.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
He'll do it himself. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They're working that left side. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The Vols are on the move.
And that's good enough for first down.
They go to the ground. Fights off the defender.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Jones to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on third. Into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
To the air on second down. Quick strike complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. The give to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He wants to go deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Jones wants to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll take a shot. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Jones to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the RPO, complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The give as they work on that clock. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Here's the handoff. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Volunteers will punt this one away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for room. It's Durant.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
So Alabama once again takes the win in this smoking hot rivalry between the Vols and the Crimson Tide, and the party in Tuscaloosa will last well into the night. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.